to my channel. In the previous video, I started the 2021 Information Technology paper 2. I started question number 1 and abruptly ended. I would like to apologize for that, and I will pick up right where I left off and into question 2. So remember, we were looking at the table, the contacts table, right? That's the contacts table, and the question was asked down here. The steps below, these are the steps to run a simple query, but they're not in the correct order. We were supposed to put them in the correct order. So, step 1, we would, from the Create tab, locate the queries group. Step 2, click Query Design. Step 3, from the Query Design view, select the Contacts table and add. Click Add and then Close. Step 4, double-click the field names to be included in the query. And Step 5, set criteria by clicking in the criteria row of the field gender sorry, and type M. Step 6, click criteria by clicking in the criteria row of the field degree by typing 020. Now, if you look at the question, um, if you had put number 6 here and number 5 here, you would still be correct. Alrighty. So let's jump into the next question. And the next question says, identify the records numbers that would be extracted from the table contacts after running the query. Now, if you remember, it asks us for they should be male and their degree code should be 020. So let's look at the table. The males whose degree code are 020. So to this end, you would see the degree code, and 020 is here, but it's a female. 020 is here and it's a male, so that's Smith Jones. And we continue 020. We're looking for 020. And the next one is here, a male, Brian Joseph. So hence we have the two right here, the records numbers that would be extracted from the table, and here they are. And moving to question 2. Christopher is contemplating using cloud-based storage. To assist Christopher with his decision making, complete column 2 of the table below by stating true or false for each of the statements about cloud-based storage made in column 1. And the first statement says users can access their data whether they have access to the internet or not. And that is false, because if we need to access the data from the cloud, we need to have internet. Statement 2, data is stored on multiple computers all over the world. That's a fact. 3, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Gmail all use cloud-based storage, and that is correct. So that's true. Next statement, users know exactly where their data is stored. That is false. We don't. On the cloud, we don't. The cloud is an unlimited and powerful remote network of interconnected computers. It's not unlimited at all, and so that is false. And the final statement says cloud-based storage providers give free storage up to a certain limit. Yes, you get a certain limit. After that, you have to buy storage. All right. Next question, 2B, outline the main, and I want to add, I've gone ahead and include the answers just because I do not want this video to be so long. So outline the main difference between system software and application software. So we know that system software runs the computer. System software manages the computer hardware, and it provides the platform for us to run our applications. Application, so system software is for the computer, is the computer hardware that's going to be, it's going to be using, and the application software is for the users, so they're going to perform specific tasks for us, like helping us to type a document, and the word would be that application software, or help us to create a spreadsheet, or help us to calculate some numbers. Those are applications that we would use. So those are system software. So system software manages or runs the computer, and without the system software, we are unable to run our application software. And application software performs specific tasks, and it's specifically for the user. State one example of a hardware device which is with a user interface, and that's a touch screen for you. Next question. Four basic tasks are carried out by the hardware components of a computer system. State the name given to the sequence of events that represents the task. And we know that the name given to the sequence is IPOS, but we're going to give the names of each letter instead of the initial, the IPOS. So input, process, output, storage, that's what IPOS stands for. And the next question says, classify each of the following data entry device as either manual data entry or direct data entry. Now, the mouse, we have to click the mouse, we have to do things with it, drag it, whatever. So that is manual. Optical character reader, direct. Light pen, manual. Sensor, direct. Now, if it automatically picks up the data, then that is direct. If we have to do something for it, in order to get the data, then that is going to be manual. All right, so that's the difference there between the manual and the direct. And to this question, F2F, using a word processor, a graphic artist designed the following flyer to email to potential clients. He or she also plans to distribute hard copies for advertisement purposes. Now, here's the flyer. Yeah, let's jump into the question. State the name of the feature used to create a connection between the flyer and the company's website. So the name is hyperlink. We're going to put the link there so that when you click the link on the flyer in the soft copied version, it will take you to the web page so you can browse. The connection between the flyer and the company's website is to be tested before the flyer is distributed. State the reason for having to do this test. You want to make sure that the hyperlink actually works. And you also want to make sure that when you click that link, the link is correct and it's going to take you to the correct location, right? We don't want to select the incorrect link and it takes us somewhere else and takes your users somewhere else, because you're going to be losing those clients if your link doesn't work and if your link takes you where you're not needed, where you don't want to go. Correct? That's your 1 mark question there. Identify two text formatting features used in the design of the first column of the flyer. Let's look at the first column. Oh Lord, my God. The first column we can see here. This is the first column. We have big, these text, the font size is bigger. We have this one bigger than the others down here. We have the color difference. We have this is a superscript. Here we have 1,000 square feet. That's a superscript. And so we have, how many did they ask us for? Two. All right, so you can choose any. We have font color, font size, and we have superscript. Identify two page formatting features used in the design of the flyer, and we can jump back and look at the design of the flyer, and we can see that the flyer is in two columns, and we can also see that the flyer is set to landscape. So there we have two features. All right, two columns and page set to landscape. The graphic artist would like to amend the Word document he created in order to produce a new flyer, but would still keep a copy of the original document. Describe how we would create the updated document. All right, so in order to create the updated document, you're going to save one file. Save the first one, save the original one. And by the way, guys, you know how to save, right? We go save as, and we give it a name. Then we select the location, the desired location that we want, and then we save it. All right, and then we will create another document. We have to give the new document, the updated document, a different name from the original document, however. So you just select describe how you would do that to give you your 2 marks. Next, name one word processing feature that would allow you to protect your document while you are working on it, and one feature that could protect the final document. Now, first of all, if you want to save your document, protect your document. I'm sorry. If you want to protect your document while you have to work on it, your teacher always tell you save as you go, save as you go, right? So we save our document. That's one feature. And the final document, you could encrypt, put it in encryption, encrypt that document, or you could lock that document away and use a password, so you and only those you give the password to can have access to that final document. And that is question 2 in the next video, which is shortly after this one. We're going to look at question 3 and 4, if they are not, if it doesn't take too long for us, because we don't want the videos to be too long. Now remember, you have to stick and stay to continue getting the notifications for these other videos. And if you are here and you have not yet subscribed, you might want to go ahead and do so now and share to your friends so that they too can be a part of the learning experience. Thank you so much for watching.